what time it is?
Late.
It's late as fuck. Do you know where your kids are at?
I don't have any that I know of.
The cops, they don't know where Clyde Burns is at.
Yeah, about that. We should probably apologize for the Clyde Burns actions.
Yup.
He's a sick fuck.
Last episode was pretty fucking whack. If you didn't hear it, go back and listen. Wasn't a fun experience.
It's traumatizing.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it.
I think that motherfucker's gay, because that whole scenario felt pretty fucking gay, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely erotic in some sort of weird way.
It was.
I don't know.
Well, no, maybe not. He did make us put our clothes back on.
Yeah, but that's just alibis.
That's true.
It's just alibis and fucking fantasies. But we back, baby.
I hope they catch his ass soon, though, and then the prison will determine if he's gay or not.
That is true. We are having pretty regularly cops drive around, full patrol, keeping us safe.
I feel like a fucking mayor. Got a cop car hanging outside my house a lot.
Yeah, it's a little
Just
unnerving,
sucks.
but it does feel safe.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to get cased all the way home after I leave here.
Unlike a mayor.
I'm
not embezzling money and fucking living fat.
Yeah. Unlike a president, I'm also not blowing him under the desk.
Alright, so check it out. I'm Nathan.
Last time I checked, I'm Travis.
We are Los Jerkos.
We are Los Jerkos. Mixing it up.
Oh yeah. He didn't say the this time.
Nope, but you just did. Boom.
God damn it. So today,
the Los Jerkos.
God damn it.
Yeah, boy. What are we doing today? What are we smoking today?
Well, today we're smoking the Illusione, or Illusione, if you're a fucking dago.
Ooh.
Black and tan. One off, black and tan.
African American and tan.
How was the first puff for you, Poppy?
It was... So the dry draw was really kind of boring, if that says anything. It was like It was kind of like cedar and hay, nothing like crazy mind blowing.
Yeah.
But like the first few puffs here, it's been like acidic. There's a spice on it that I don't think I was fully expecting off like the first rip. It's like spicy.
Same, but mine was, I don't know, it's reminding me of like a fucking, almost like a Mexican candy. At first puff, it was like a little sweetness, sour, and like a tamarind note in there. It was weird.
Yeah, I got a sweet note, like a really semi-sweet note, but it was like super acidic. The spice aspect was kind of blew me the fuck away. It kind of reminds me of like my father. You know what I mean? The judge does that to me, that like tingly spice. Really weird.
I like it though. I like it.
And why are we smoking Illusione today?
Well, today we are talking about Illusione. We're gonna do a deep dive. I'm not gonna say a deep dive. What I'm gonna say is we're decoding Illusione.
Oh shit! No, we're gonna get deep though.
We're gonna get deep, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We could have got way more deep with this. So there's potential for this to be a part 2. If you motherfuckers want us to do a part 2, let us know.
The government won't let us get too deep. It's really classified.
It is. Dion is a very interesting bird. He has like coded everything to where you really have to dig and you gotta understand the man's psyche to know what the fuck he's doing and why. You know?
Yeah. He's not your typical cigar owner.
No.
He's not a typical cigar guy. When I first saw him, I didn't. I mean,
yeah, he doesn't look like. Oh, that guy would know a lot about cigars.
Oh yeah, and he's. I don't know. He just doesn't look the part, and like not everyone has to look the part. But it was funny when I first saw a picture of him. I was like, oh, that's the guy that owns Illusione. I was expecting, a little bit shorter, a little bit darker.
Yeah,
he's very tall. Got the mutton chops sideburns thing going on.
I wish I could grow that.
Same.
That's pretty dope. I think I found his full name. I'm not totally sure, but I believe it's Dion Anthony Franciscus Giolito.
Hell yeah.
I like Franciscus. That sounds pretty fresh.
Yeah, I mean, even in fairness, when you say the whole name, it just doesn't look like that's the same guy.
Right.
Like
yeah,
Dion Giolito, he looks like a Dion Giolito.
Yes. But Anthony Franciscus, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got some dope names though.
Yeah. So, if you're listening to this and you haven't smoked an Illusione, go smoke one, you fucking putz.
At least one.
At least one. No, I'm not even gonna say at least one. You'll smoke plenty of them. You'll smoke one and you'll want to smoke more. Illusione, I like Illusione quite a bit. Boutique brand, mainly utilizes Nicaraguan tobacco. Dion knows his way around Nicaraguan tobacco very well, and he manages to utilize Corojo in some fucking fantastic ways, and kind of it isn't always the same thing while still using Corojo. You know what I mean?
He found a niche that he fits extremely comfortably in, and he finds ways to make that exciting and unique throughout every single blend.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't had many. This one's probably fourth or fifth one that I've ever had. But anytime I've had any Illusione cigar, it's been a good experience. It's unique. Even the bands, the marketing for it. Mm-hmm. Just really far out. You definitely notice it on a shelf in a shop somewhere.
Oh yeah,
stands out, and
it's simple but stands out.
Oh yeah, and
not anymore. The old branding was more simple. The new one is a little more intricate branding, but
oh yeah, but we'll get into the intricacies of it because it is kind of fucking rad.
Yeah,
it's far out how much intricate detail in the branding he's gone, like doing the research and reading about it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's a fucking G. I'd love to sit and actually talk to him, and who knows, maybe we'll reach out to him at some point and set something up. If you guys want to hear us fucking have somebody on, let us know.
Yeah, he'd be interesting to have on. I think he fits the strange vibe of this podcast extremely well.
Yeah, straight up.
I feel like if he does come on, it will very quickly go from cigars to what he's really interested in.
Well, see, he is really interested in cigars. That's why. Yeah. I mean, because the man's been in a band. The man is fucking went to school for music and music composition. He was going into teaching. He works as a tobacconist. I mean, Reno. So he could have done other things in life, but ended up focusing mainly on cigars.
And as someone who's lived in, so he's from Reno, Nevada. Mm-hmm. As someone who's lived in Vegas, this dude screams fucking Nevada. Yeah. Tattoos, sideburns. My favorite fun fact that you actually told me was the band thing, the music.
Yeah.
He was in rockabilly. It's almost like a rockabilly kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And what are they called? The Atomics.
You know what? Hold on. Let me go ahead and play a little bit of that.
It's just a fashion statement. She keeps it in her purse. right next to her cigarettes, the hugs that never hurt me. She talks non-stop for 3 straight days and I never heard a word. Shakes her ass to catch her glance and drives off in a hearse. Singing lies too fast to speed away. And that's just what I hear them say. And I've got tranquilizers on my mind.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
Yeah,
so if you wanna, if you like that, you can buy that. They have that up on their Bandcamp.
Yeah,
I
think
I'll post a link in the description.
I think that's one of my favorite fun facts. Is just like, dude's done a lot of shit, like a lot of stuff, but like the band thing is hilarious. And like when you look at him, you get that vibe. The tattoos, the sideburns. He still kind of has that like pompadour haircut.
So, since we've already brought up the band, that he was in a band called the Atomics, I guess we could, do the typical stuff and give a quick run through of where he started in life and getting going. But like I mentioned, he went to school for music theory. He moved to Oklahoma for that, and he transferred to another university back in Reno, where he was doing part-time assistant teaching. And I guess he was maybe doing that full time and then part time as a tobacconist, and then he ended up quitting teaching because he thought it sucked, and worked at a shop called Tinderbox, which I believe is now called Ruiz Cigars. But you can find a lot of that information. There's a great article on Cigar Aficionado. Doing the research for this, man, there's a lot of stuff out there about Dion, and originally what I was told by a few people is that he's kind of more low-key and he doesn't do so many interviews, but it seems like lately, at least since 2020, he has been doing quite a few interviews, it seems like.
Yeah.
And
it's funny because all the really fucking cool cigar guys that you want to get to know, either they don't speak English. So like AJ Fernandez, he's very to himself, but like when you talk to him, doesn't speak English. So he always has to have a translator. And then you have the other guys like Dion, where it's like he's very independent. He's kind of to himself, introverted, doesn't really want to do all that crazy media and shit like that. It's like, fuck, I really want to get to know you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll have to get our boy Arnold if we ever can get AJ on. He'll be our translator.
Hell yeah. Well, and then you got like the Steve Sakas, who, even if you don't want him to do media, he'll do media for you. He'll take over your whole fucking podcast if you want him to.
So, getting back to it, and I'm just going to gloss over some of this stuff because, like I said, there's great articles on Cigar Aficionado, which we're going to post. I'm going to post quite a few links in the description of wherever this is at, fucking YouTube, Spotify. I think I posted somewhere else too. I can't remember. But the link will be in the description. You can go read those articles, check them out for yourself. So, as he's working at the Tinderbox, he started going there full time. The shop started to open another shop, and they were, I guess they were thinking of selling the shop or something, and then he pitched an idea, well, let me take it over, and the owner of Tinderbox wasn't in agreement with it, so they kind of, he just parted ways and decided to open his own shop. And so he opened his own shop in Reno, which is still there today. I'm probably going to fuck up the pronunciation, but you know what?
Do it.
If you fucking talk shit to me, I'm going to find you and I'm going to fucking slap you in the face, bitch.
Spanish.
Fumares? Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you can check out that shop.
If you're ever in Reno.
Yeah.
I've been to Reno once.
Yeah.
I lived in Nevada.
And so the way he ended up with his own brand is he was wanting to have a house cigar. And some of his inspiration from that came from a cigar that he smoked. and I'd imagine it had some age on it even at that time. This is what year is this? 19.
It's got to be fucking.
I think he started his shop in like 98.
Yeah.
And then started getting a house brand around 2004, 2005.
Oh, that's pretty.
Something like that.
Still pretty young. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty early. But
I thought it was like late 90s was when he got the brand and all that.
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
But what happened was he got inspired by a pre-Sandista cigar he smoked from Joya de Nicaragua. And
Explain Sandista.
so there was a revolution over there. I didn't have the time to look up that shit show, but it sounds like a big time shit show.
Yeah, like most wars.
Yeah, there's just a lot of fighting going on, a lot of destroyed crops, factories, people having to flee the country, a lot of people shifting their work over to Honduras in order to evade trouble, and it just took a toll on Nicaragua's tobacco and whole. And so from like 1980 on to 1990, Nicaragua was just fucked on tobacco. And then since 1990, they started kind of shifting gear and getting back to what Nicaragua used to be.
So that shit from way back is probably dope.
Yeah, and you know what? I had an opportunity to buy a box, and I didn't take it. I didn't have money at the time because you motherfuckers don't donate.
Oh, Jesus.
But, well, except for Daddy Warbucks.
Except for Daddy Warbucks.
No, there's some other people that donate.
No,
it's
everyone's
not
been,
enough.
Everyone's
it's never
been
enough.
donating. It's never enough. We're little sluts about money.
That's right.
Little sluts.
Yeah, so I had an opportunity to buy it. There's a website called Vintage Cigar. I'll tell you the actual. I'll post a link to it because if you wanna get some legitimate vintage cigars, this is the place. But they had the Joya de Nicaragua full box from pre-Sandista era, and I wish I would have got it. So I'll post a link for anybody that wants to go check out this vintage cigar site.
Was that lighter or darker?
Lighter.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Yep.
That's so we're like talking like maybe not like numero uno was still a presidential cigar. Mm-hmm. So we're talking like close to like numero uno.
Yeah.
Kind of level of things. Shit.
Yep.
You fucked it.
So, and I can see how Dion smoked that, you know what I mean? And was just like, holy shit.
Yeah. Life changing.
Yeah. But, the pre-Sandista, I guess, the main brands around that time from Nicaragua were obviously Padron, Joya de Nicaragua, obviously. I guess Fuente had a factory in Esteli, which I'd like to look into that some more.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, I wonder if that has some maybe underlying issues with the Dominican Republic. We'll do research, and we'll come back to you guys on more of that info.
Oh, a fucking deep dive on Fuente would be dope.
Absolutely. But, there's Padron, Joya, I guess Fuente, and then there was one other one. Oh, Plasencia. And Plasencia moved their stuff over to Honduras.
Plasencia wasn't making their own cigars yet, though.
No, but they were producing for
for everyone else, yeah.
But they still had to pick up and go.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I read about Padron got a little lucky because they were able to move a lot of their tobacco over to Miami.
And still stay local.
And stay local. And then the United States government, because they put an embargo on Nicaragua during the 80s, they gave Padron like a 6-month leeway to get more of his product over here to the United States. So he could keep going.
Jeez, could you imagine a fucking, like, a Plasencia made cigar before all that shit?
Yeah, that would be... I would love that.
Padron would be great too, but I'm pretty sure everyone's bought those fuckers up.
Oh yeah.
But like as much as you and I are Placencia fanboys, like it would be legit to get our hands on something Placencia made before that.
Oh, 100%. And you know, like I'm bringing up that Dion had a cigar pre-Sandista era, and this is so pre-Sandista is 1979 and prior. And so he's, if I'm not mistaken, he started smoking cigars in like the mid 90s. So we're talking already about 20 years, 10, 15 years age on a cigar that he's smoking.
Jesus.
I would love to have him on and talk to him about some vintage cigars as well. It really sounds like he knows in depth cigar, like even Cuban wise, like just a lot of knowledge on early brands and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
So, especially Nicaraguan stuff, he seems. I mean, he doesn't seem. He absolutely has a penchant for Nicaraguan stuff. So after he smoked that, he decided he wanted to blend a cigar similar to that, and then have that as a house stick.
Hell yeah.
And one of the first sizes he thought about having was the Robusto, because the Robustos are typically, as he put it, it's not just the size that makes it robust, it's the flavor profile.
Yeah.
And Robustos oftentimes are packed full of flavor. It's almost like smoking the last third of a Churchill or a Corona Doble or something, where a lot of that flavor just ramps up in there. So you're kind of already getting that in a Robusto. So he came out with that, and he decided to name it 88, which was the year that he moved back to Nevada from Oklahoma. And
right when I was born.
Yep. Just giving away your age there, baby.
Yeah, old as shit. You're older than I am,
baby.
dog.
What the fuck you talking
You're
about?
the old ass one, not me. I don't fucking give away my age.
I'm only fucking 2 years older than
When were you born, Nate?
86.
There it is, you old fuck.
That's a good year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, anything you want to add to that? I feel like I'm just fucking going on and on here.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna hear it here soon. Here, you went in on this research when we did the Perdomo deep dive. I went deep in the Perdomo aspect. Nate Dogg got real fucking stalkery with it. He got real into it.
I could have got even more stalkery, and I didn't have the time to. I wish I did. But I had fun researching this, and I think Illusione is a very fun brand as it is.
Oh yeah.
And I think Dion is just he knows how to have fun with his stuff. So it's easy to just kind of dig into that research.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, and it helps that he's an interesting character that just goes on top of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you went real deep. I'm trying to find where you're even at. There's some information that I didn't even get.
Yeah, did I miss anything?
It didn't seem like it. No. Like I'm sitting here like reading I have like 4 tabs open with like the details of his past.
Yeah.
And you fucking nailed every goddamn bit of it.
Like I said, and there's more to be told within that, but I'm telling you, Cigar Aficionado already has a fantastic article that you can go read and just nerd out on. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see, where do we move on from there? So he has his house blend. I guess I didn't mention how he got his house blend, but he ended up syncing up with Pete Johnson, and Pete Johnson helped him get a connection for his tobacco.
It's all about who you know.
Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the early production, a lot of the stuff from Illusione was the Raíces Cubanas and out of Danley, Honduras. And I didn't get to, get to do as much research as I wanted, but I wanted to know who else they produced for. So on the YouTube video, if you're listening via YouTube and you do know who they've produced for, drop a comment, let us know. That'd be awesome. I'm sure everybody else would like to know too.
Oh yeah. If there's stuff that we're missing, let us know, because this dude's interesting as fuck. But there's like, you had to dig deep. Like, there's a lot of like mystery behind some of this stuff. You have to like find it.
Yeah, 100%. And then so a lot of his other stuff is mainly Aganorsa, and he got connected with Aganorsa. I'm not totally sure how he got connected with Aganorsa. I didn't really see that info anywhere.
No, that's what I was trying to look up too.
And another thing that's, if we get him on the show, shit, I'm going to ask his ass. Maybe he'll just tell me straight up.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. That's one that I was just looking for while you were talking about it. But, I mean, he gets along with Pete Johnson. I'm pretty sure Pete Johnson knows. Like, yeah. was that link to the two?
I'm sure somebody else is, when maybe either talking to Pete Johnson or Dion, when interviewing either one of them guys. I wonder if those two bands have ever done a show with each other. Because Pete Johnson was in a band, and Dion was in a band as well.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be, man, it's... I wonder if it'd be possible to throw a fucking cigar event where we can pull Pete Johnson's band back together and get Dion's band.
We're getting the band back together.
We're getting the band back together, bro.
Fuck it.
We have a fucking dope-ass cigar event / concert with these two bands going.
I would not be opposed to, like, trying to get, like, a charity thing.
Yeah, big-ass charity thing going. And
hell yeah.
And then find a good prime spot. The crazy thing is, though, both of them guys are way opposite sides of the country of each other. So it'd be like either meet in the middle or you got to pay to get somebody out to somebody else's location.
That's true. But, I mean, we can figure it out.
But that would be dope.
I still can't find anything about how he got from that point to...
Aggie?
To Aganorsa.
Yeah.
He knows, like, a lot of people are talking, like, in the articles that I've found, a lot of people are talking about this, like, he knows Aganorsa tobacco like the back of his hand.
Oh, yeah.
He is now so in it that he knows Aganorsa like he owns Aganorsa.
Yep. So one thing I did read was that... he placed, like, I think his first order of cigars, maybe his first or second or something like that. And when he got them, they didn't taste right. And he was kind of confused, thinking that maybe they fucking used the wrong tobaccos. And so he sent it back. And then he ended up taking a trip out to the factory to see how they were doing it. And then he decided, well, fuck, I need to get my hands dirty. And he learned how to roll himself, to make sure that while they probably were using the proper tobacco, it just wasn't being rolled properly to where it didn't taste like how it should. And so he was showing them, like, this is how I expect it rolled. It's like the old school way. This is how you're going to fucking do it. And so he's pretty hands-on on even down to, like, getting the stuff rolled right.
Oh, yeah. And from what I've read with the Cigar Aficionado article... he's pretty much has free reign in Aganorsa. Like, he doesn't own Aganorsa, but
not at all. But he's a top client, so he can fucking...
Oh, yeah. In this article, they're talking about how, like, he goes in and he'll correct, like, rollers, and he'll walk around the factory like he owns the factory. But it's not in the sense of, like, being pompous. It's more like he just wants to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so he'll walk around, and if he sees something, he tries to be a part of it, tries to give advice where advice is needed. They do mention that he does not speak. He speaks broken Spanish. So, like, he'll go up to a roller and speak to them in a broken factory Spanish and kind of give them, like, there was a point in the article where they're talking about the binder. And if you overlap the binder, the cigar doesn't smoke right. So he corrects the roller saying, hey, don't overlap the binder so much. So he does not own Aganorsa, but the dude knows his factory. He knows who's making his cigar, what tobacco they're using. He knows the rollers. Like, he's very involved.
Right.
Yeah. I still can't find how he translates over. His free reign extends to the pick of tobacco, owned by Eduardo Fernandez, co-owner of Aganorsa. Yeah.
I mean, I think that he ended up having to look for somebody else because of that order discrepancy. Maybe. I don't know. But I do know from what it sounds like, he still does utilize Raithis for, minor projects and more limited production projects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets... I mean, this part of the history we're a little hazy on, but...
Yep.
I mean, he gets at some point, he gets from point A to point B, and now when he's at Aganorsa, this is when it gets really kind of wild.
Yeah. So now he's got his blend that he likes. And it's, Corojo, Nicaraguan binder and filler. Basically, Nicaraguan puros. And so he's got this blend that he likes a lot, and he starts coming up with other vitolas. But instead of using typical vitolas, he decides to name them their own thing, which other brands have done. I think one of his influences, as far as that goes, was what's the guy's name? Paul Gierman? Is that
Paul Gierman? With what company?
It's the PG cigars. You ever see the PG cigars?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think German, is it GEH?
No, it's, you know what? I don't give a fuck. You'll see it in an article.
PG,
guys.
motherfucker. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Keep it PG.
But, like that guy, a Petite Corona, to him, is called a Bambone.
Bambone.
Yeah. So he got some inspiration by that, naming his brand stuff. But
Oh, and we see that now all the time. Like, no one uses everyone's got a different way of fucking
brands,
saying it.
yeah, certain brands just go nuts with this shit. I think Crowned Heads does that from time to time.
Oh yeah, I don't think that was really prominent in this time period that he was doing it. He's probably one of the originators of it.
Yeah, but now the cool thing about his too is, if I'm not mistaken, it's all these vitolas are the same blend, but different combinations to make the certain blends lighter, medium, or fuller. And so the composition of the blend is different per vitola as well.
Oh.
I believe.
If that's true, it's kind of like what Davidoff does. So, like, with Davidoff's year ofs, it's the same combination, at least when I've looked them up. A lot of the time, a lot of Davidoff's stuff is the same composure of
tobaccos.
Tobacco, just altered.
Different. Yeah. And that's kind of funny you bring up Davidoff, because that's another one of his inspirations is Davidoff. And when he first opened his shop, he was he wanted to have Davidoff in his shop, and Davidoff was about ready to tell him no, because they have Davidoff retailers in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
He had to explain to them, like, look, Las Vegas is 8 hours away from Reno.
Oh, yeah.
And so once they realized, oh, yeah, okay, they let him have the Davidoff in his shop. And he was one of the only shops at that time to have Davidoff in Reno.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Davidoff is another one of his inspirations. If I'm not mistaken, I think that we heard earlier, the Epernay is kind of like his Davidoff white label type of cigar.
I like that cigar. That's actually the first Illusione I had.
Yeah, it's a good smoke. I mean, there's a lot of Illusione I like a lot. But getting back to this, so instead of naming his cigars the typical names, Robusto, Corona, Petite Corona, he gave them names based off numbers. So he leaned into numbers instead of the classic size names. This is a quote from him. I wanted to steer as far away as possible from the normal cliches, Robusto, Corona, etc. Since opening my own shop, I didn't have much time to play anymore and really just faded out of it when more responsibility came from running a business. I focused all of that energy and attention to my line of cigars, Illusione. Growing up in a gaming state my entire life, I've always been surrounded by numbers. The craps tables, roulette, Keno. I began to see particular numbers that would show up every time I played a Keno. 6. Spots like 9. I'm not a gambler, so if I'm fucking this up, guys, I don't give a fuck.
Keno's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like playing the lottery. You pick an assortment of numbers, and it's basically like a live lottery.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I would go to Vegas. I don't know what it is about my father always wanting to go to Vegas. I would go to Vegas a lot, and he would, at the restaurants we would go to, in the casinos and whatnot, they would have, basically, you're off the floor gambling, and you go to the restaurants and the casinos. They have Keno there as like a gambling substitute. So you'll sit at your table, you'll pick numbers, and then they'll show up on a screen or they'll call them out.
Ah, okay.
So it's like live lotto.
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope.
Okay. And he said that 9 and 23 would show up often. And for craps, it was number 4. And if I'm not mistaken too, like playing raffles on like other Discords and shit like that, 4 seems to be a number that pops on these like Powerball raffles or Fireball.
Interesting.
4 seems to be one that crops up a lot.
I don't notice these kind of patterns. It's crazy that I would never notice any of this.
Yeah, me neither. No, you got to be totally in tune with the shit. The only reason I know that is because I kept seeing John V win a bunch of shit, and he was always playing 4, and I was like, this motherfucker.
Daddy Warbucks.
So I try to get up in on 4, and then when I get up in on 4, I wouldn't win shit. He'd take 6 and somehow still win.
Yeah, some people just got it. It's not even the number. I think it's just some people.
Some motherfuckers got it.
Like, some voodoo shit.
Yeah, so that inspired him to use numbers in a lot of his stuff, and then also the conspiracy aspect to it.
This is my favorite.
Which in his I'd imagine that growing up in Nevada, conspiracy stuff was pretty big. And talked about, even if it is Reno, which is kind of further away from,
still counts.
It still counts,
They have weird up there too.
Yeah.
And it's not just Vegas. Nevada's got a lot of weird. You don't have to go to Reno or Vegas to find it.
Yeah.
I've driven around the area with Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of UFO people all over the desert. It's weird.
Right.
It's just a lot of weird.
Yeah. So, and with that, all that weird stuff, it got incorporated into his band. They were making songs about conspiracy stuff, and that kind of transferred along to the cigar naming as well. Another thing that I can appreciate a lot too is in a lot of his naming of cigars, there's a religious aspect to it too. The man seems to be, I don't know how religious he is, but he's Catholic, and he seems to be pretty in tune with some spirituality, which is pretty dope. But he utilizes some biblical stuff along with it. But I mean, biblical and conspiracies tend to go hand in hand as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we ever do get him on, like, yeah, I'm okay with talking about cigars. We should just do a whole fucking episode about conspiracies.
Oh yeah, that'd be the shit, dude.
Like, this guy talks about cigars non-fucking stop, and I'm sure he loves it and whatever. How cool would it be if we just contact him and be like, dude, we just want you to come on. I know it's a cigar podcast. We can smoke cigars.
Yeah, dude.
Let's just fucking get weird. Put the tinfoil hats on. Let's get fucking
Let's
weird.
fucking do it. Get naked.
Let's get naked. Do some shrooms.
Tinfoil hats on our peepees.
Jesus Christ. Let's do some shrooms and get real fucking weird.
Fuck it. I'm down. I don't think he'd be down. He'd be like,
Well,
what the fuck?
that's where the fun comes in. We'll lace something with it. Then we'll turn it into a criminal podcast.
Give the man a little LSD.
I give him the old Bill Cosby treatment.
Jesus.
That's
off-putting.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. We'll put tinfoil hats on our pudding pops. Gross.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, I'm going to go through some of these old school ass Vitolas and explain them. I should also mention this too. Doing research on this, I didn't want this episode to just be like fucking the dope ass cigar aficionado article.
Yeah, it's
it's
a really good article.
It is a really good article. So I was
Who
like,
wrote
man,
that?
You know what? I don't know.
Hold on.
I didn't
I'm
even
gonna
look
look
at
it up, because whoever wrote that's a fucking G.
Well, while you're looking that up, let me go ahead and explain this. So, I was like, how the fuck am I going to dig in a little more? Well, I as I was reading some of the information, he brought up that he was in some forums back in the day, some cigar forums. So I went looking around to see what the fuck forums would he have been in, and I found out what his forum name was, which was Voodoo 9, VUDU 9, and then I ended up finding some of the forums he was a part of. So some of this information is where I found some of this information. It's just I'll link the old school cigar forums and everything.
Oh yeah. Before you get into this, Gregory Mottola, Mottola. He's the managing editor of Cigar Aficionado, I'm guess is what it says. Like, read this article. This guy fucking killed it.
Yeah, he did. It's great. So yeah, in reading that, I also found man, I don't know what the fuck that little squiggly line symbol is he uses, like, that's before and after the numbers and letters in his brands. I don't know what that's.
Squiggly?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's like a dash, but it's squiggly. It's like a tilde.
It's like is that what it's called?
Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, but he got that.
Yeah, it's a tilde.
It's tilde.
Yeah.
So he got that because he liked it because Avo was using it for their 22 cigar.
So the mark placed on top of a symbol to indicate some special property.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's in like math terms. I don't know.
That's another thing. Dion, he's probably a fucking math nerd, which is dope too. I wish I was, man. I think if you excel in math, you can excel in almost anything. And
yeah, I honestly, it is a weird thing to kind of include, but it means approximately. If a standalone form of the symbol is used more widely informally, it means approximately or about. So if I do a tilde and then 30 minutes, it'll be approximately 30 minutes. Or similar. It also could mean similar to. It has a lot of different meanings to it. So it's kind of interesting that he's one of those dudes that gets all the really nuanced details of numbers and things like that.
Yeah.
And then uses something that's so, like, it can be used in multiple different meanings.
Yep. So I'm going to run through some of these fucking names that I read, and you can go read this whole blog post of his too. Like I said, I'm gonna link to the blog that I found that the forum. It's pretty dope. It's worth a whole read all the way through. But I just kind of gathered what he mentions about each one of these brand names. So these are the original brand, or not brand names, but the original Vitola names of his cigars and their meanings. And it's kind of funny, if I'm not mistaken, in that aficionado article, it says that Dion's not always honest, or not honest, but forthright about what the brand means totally, or the numerology and stuff like that. But in this forum post, he's straight up about all of this. Granted, you're not really going to notice this stuff anymore, because these have all been changed to what is now currently called the original documents, and they do utilize regular Vitola names. But we'll go into it, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, off the top, when you hear me mention these names, and you stumble across these, buy them. Buy them. If you see that name on the band, buy it, because it's got age on it, for sure. And some others, like, more age than quite a few of these, so be on the lookout for these gems. I've been into shops that have boxes from, like, 2016. I look at the bottom of the box, and they're like shitty shops, so they're not just selling out and refilling the box.
No, they're just like old as shit.
They're just old as shit. Yeah,
love those shops though.
Same. I love that people don't frequent them. That's pretty sad, but it's happy for me because I get some aged stuff out of it. And aged Illusione, a lot of times, mwah. Buy it, smoke it. It's good. All right, so the 68, which on the sides of the boxes, he has what he calls a cliche. I don't know if that's the like practical term for the side name on the box, or what they would put for like it's saying Robusto on the box, or etc. But he refers to them as cliches. So the name on the side of the box, that's the cliche. So this cliche for the 68 size is Bambone. And like I said, the Bambone was also used by that Paul Guillermin, I think his name, which is a petite Corona. Let's see. He says that this was the year I was born, hence the smallest cigar in my line. It was also an homage to Paul Garmirian, there it is. Big influence in my career as a tobacconist, along with Zeno Davidoff. 68 is also a happy number. 68. So I don't know. I suck at math, guys. 2 plus 2 equals 5. But being a happy number, I guess that's when you can repeatedly sum the squares of its digits. And the sequence eventually reaches 1.
We're learning math today, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Dion.
Thanks for teaching us math, Dion.
Yep.
Be my teacher.
Teaching machine.
Teach me, Daddy.
All right. And then, so there's the 88, which we already touched on, which was his first one. And that's 88 when he moved back to Reno. So then he also has the F9, which is the cliche on that was finesse. He says the F stands for finesse, which I wanted this cigar's taste profile to be. I told Remy and Arsenio at the factory that if we can perfect the blend for this Vitola, it will rule the world. They laughed. 9 also stands for the 9th planet, Pluto. Well, not really a planet, since it was demoted to orbiting rock a few years ago by some brainiac in the astronomy field. What does he know? So, yeah.
I mean, Pluto's not a planet.
No, it's what he... Yeah, it's... I mean, I think it is.
Nah. It's too small.
That's what she told you. All right.
That's why I don't give Pluto any excuses. My pee-pee's too small. Pluto, you're too small, dog.
Small.
It's just what it is.
Misery loves company.
Yeah. I'm accepting it. Why can't you, bitch?
So then we have the 4/2G. And the cliche for that one is church. It's kind of funny. The other thing is here, like, I'll mention, Dion seems to have, like, legitimate ties to these numbers. But then sometimes he just ties, like with the Pluto thing, he just ties a number to it just because he feels like it.
Like, you could type in any number on the internet, and there is some sort of symbolic meaning in some culture.
Right.
So he's not, like...
It's not far off from,
Yeah, he can literally type in any number.
But, like, even just, like, titles, like this cliche church, because the thing that's funny about this is the size is not a Churchill, it's a Corona Gorda. And, it's a Corona Doble.
It's a Doble, yeah.
Yeah, and he decided to call it church. Let me read what he said. So he goes... This was the cigar that got me thinking about brand identity and packaging. 4 stood for 2004, the year I opened my own store. Okay, so he opened his own store in 2004. 2G referred to the style of cigar I wanted it to be. I always liked how Ramon Alone's Gigantes had 2 gears in the smoking journey. Mild and medium in the first 2/3 of the cigar. Then, bam, rich, full, spicy in the last third. Even though it isn't a Churchill per se, more a double Corona, I decided to put church on the side of the box. It mostly reminded me that I am a bad Catholic and that I need to get my ass to church more often. So
it's just so far out.
It's far out as fuck. I love it. Then we have the 888, and that one is a pretty popular one, I think. So a lot of people should have seen the 888 somewhere at least.
Yeah, I've seen it around.
And I love the meaning for this one. Even though I'm a dirty, filthy, cussing maniac, I do aspire to be. Better. I should probably get my ass to church too.
This is church. Every Sunday, baby.
The cliche for this one is necessary and sufficient. And he goes, here's where I delve into my faith a bit more. The name Jesus adds up to 888 in Greek numerology, called isosepsia. I probably pronounced that wrong. But anyway.
If you went to church, you probably wouldn't have.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. It's not your business.
Each letter is assigned to the corresponding number. Necessary and sufficient both describes the balance and profile of this cigar. It also represents to not go wanting. He is all I need. He is necessary and sufficient. Pretty succinct. You get it. Christ is king, baby. That's what's up. So the next one.
Well, there's also another meaning for 88.
88 or 888?
Oh, just 88.
Okay.
I found out when I was making my email. So I was born in 88, so I put 88 after a lot of my shit. You know what I'm going. You know where I'm going at. I told you the story, I think.
1488.
So, the 8th letter in the alphabet is H, and the neo-Nazis decided to use 88 for HH. Hail, the guy.
Yeah.
So now I have my extremely German last name followed by 88. And I had to change up my fucking email because I looked it up and said, oh, everyone's going to think I'm a fucking neo-Nazi. So, 888, really good. 88, probably should avoid that shit or people are going to think something.
Yeah, well, fuck them. They can think whatever they want.
Yeah, fuck them. Hell. Jesus Christ.
What's the motherfuckers? Who's the dudes that'll come after you? They write long ass stuff about all this kind of
Liberals.
Yeah, just liberals in general. Hey, fucking faggots.
Jesus Christ. Who are those guys that show
the
up
ADL.
Oh.
Yeah, Anti-Defamation League.
Who are those guys that show up on the internet and just write really long, over worded fucking paragraphs?
Yeah.
Libs. Yeah.
Yep, even their fucking memes. All right, moving along. All right, for half of you that left, fuck yourself.
For all you liberals, fuck you.
For everybody sticking around, hey, let's keep this thing riding along. So the next one is, this one's pretty fucking dope too. M7, and the cliche on the side of the box is Magdala. So, woman from Magdal. This may appeal to you Holy Blood, Holy Grail / Da Vinci Code types out there, is what he says. The M7 is a Salomon, shapely and perfect, like a woman. She is also pregnant, so a Salomon, if you look at it, you can say it looks kind of pregnant. For those of you that don't know Magdala or Magdal, Mary Magdalene, look into that. I'm sure there's some biblical oriented people that would already know. I'm not going to get into a whole spiel because there's debates on this woman being a prostitute or not.
Whole conspiracy.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy behind it, but it's cool, very cool. The next one we have is CG4, and he says, I wanted to associate it with the wine country. I don't know fuck all about wine, by the way. So I had to look what the fuck this even meant. But he goes, French wine country. He says, I called Pete when he just happened to be in Miami celebrating Pepin's birthday. He handed me off to Pepin, and I wished him a happy birthday. When Pete got back on the phone, I asked him what the cliche should be on the side of my box. I told him it was CG4, Corona Gorda. He said Cheval Blanc, which is the white horse. Perfect, I thought. Corona Gorda and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The white horse, which is a conqueror, the false prophet in Revelation 6:2. So this Cheval Blanc, white horse, I guess, is a famous Bordeaux estate in France. Chateau Cheval Blanc.
Hell yeah.
And for all you Frenchies out there that want to give me shit for mispronouncing that, you can French kiss your friend's asshole, bitch.
Nah, they gotta fix their country and their government first.
Yeah. No.
Fucking libs.
It's just all these listeners are fucking going away.
We're just violating all of our French contingency.
There goes our 31 followers back down to fucking 12.
Your president, or whatever the fuck he's called, his wife looks like E.T. Look it up. E.T. with a wig, that's his wife. Yep. Facts.
His wife's fucking penis probably glows like E.T.'s finger, too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding, bitch.
E.T.
Don't
bone.
sue me. Bone home.
E.T. bone home.
What the fuck, man? All right, moving on.
That's the name of this episode.
We're
E.T.
fucked,
bone home.
bro, because he's got some religious stuff tied in this, and we're just fucking full-blown retarded.
No, it's a sense of humor. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're all allowed to laugh.
Laugh.
Get a fucking grip, people.
Yeah.
Life's too short.
Yeah.
You're smoking cigars. You're going to die sooner than you think.
True that.
That's what I'm saying.
True that.
Yeah.
So smoke your best shit now.
And count your blessings. 888.
Any Illusione you got, smoke it now.
All of it.
Because you could die tomorrow. You never know.
Or, if you don't want to smoke it, send it to us.
That too.
I'm all for that.
Too. Yep.
If you're a little worried about all the connotations and the numbers and whatever, you got like that weird fucking issue with numbers, send it to us. I don't got an issue with numbers.
Same.
Oh, except for our subscribers. But
should I keep riding on this or let people fucking go and peep the rest of these on their own, since I will have the link posted? because I feel like I've run through a lot of these, and this may be getting boring to people. But
I mean,
there is his own post there that you can go peep and find the rest of them.
I mean, you went through the really cool ones. I mean, at the end of the day, this dude has literally went through all of the sizes, all of the things, and went through all the intricate nuances and details to make sure that this wasn't just, oh cool, this blend is really cool. Now there's a story behind the fucking band and the fucking way it's named.
Speaking of band, I do want to mention this real quick. So 2 cigars that I have not mentioned, the MK with the cliche, the teaching machine.
Oh, the MK's good.
It's
I like
good
this
as
one.
fuck.
This is one of my favorites.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
No,
I'll let you motherfuckers go read it.
This one's the coolest one.
It is. I'm gonna let other people read it, but I do want to inform this of this because the thing is, vintage cigars are dope. At this point in time, these cigars are getting close to vintage. If you find what I'm about to tell you, so the MK and the HL used to have gold bands on them. All right. And then at some point around like 2015, 2016, they went to the normal black and white bands. If you find an Illusione MK or HL with gold bands, swipe them up right away. Buy them. Just grab them.
We should look to see if we can find some. That'd be dope to smoke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. And now, I can't say that they've been tweaked when they went from the gold band to the black and white. I don't think they were. But I just do know for sure that those gold bands were being produced from like 2008, 2007 maybe, up until like 2015, 2016. So you're going to get some age on them if you find them. And again, hell, some of these, like if you want to find the old bands on them, Cigar Page occasionally has them, and they'll actually list on there that they're the original bands.
The originals, yeah.
So.
And what's the MK? What's the teaching machine? This is my favorite one.
You want me to go ahead and read it?
Even just like Spark Note, it's fucking cool. This one's my favorite.
I'm going to go ahead and read it. So here's what he says from his forum post. He goes, as with my 88, I sampled a few to you in the forums for review. Boy, I wish I could have been around during that time. That would have been dope. In the forum with him while he's fucking doing this shit and like sending them to people just to try.
Hell yeah.
But he goes, when I was reworking on the blends in 06, I did the same thing with the MK. There were 2 versions, the MK and the MK Ultra. MK Ultra was much stronger than I wanted it to be. I called Paul Palmer, which in turn relayed my information to the factory to correct the issue. They have a gold band along with the HL because they're more of an artisan blend, better represented in those particular sizes. They're 20% different than the regular Illusione black and white bands. As some of you know, I let out my stock of MK Ultras because I just wasn't pleased with the blend. You guys ate them up. Thanks. Damn, man, I wish I could have been back on them forums and got my hands on that. Project MK Ultra was a government experiment in creating, quote, zombie soldiers, if you will. Through experimentation with LSD and subconscious suggestion when under the influence. MK Ultra was also referred to as the, quote, teaching machine. The classic Corona size is the teaching machine Vitola. It is the perfect vehicle for delivery of flavor if the blend is right. And I think you said something early when I brought this up to you, but the Corona was like one of the most popular sizes for a long time.
Yeah, you told me that, and I was like, really? Mm-hmm. And that's because you read that to me, and I was thinking, this is the ultimate size for like getting the flavor. And I understand the concept of it being smaller and thinner, so you're getting a big burst of flavor. I just would have never guessed that Corona was the like the size.
Yeah, one of the main popular sizes.
Yeah.
So,
What was the one that was named after the program with weaponizing like psychics or like people that can read?
I can't remember which one it was.
Like where they had the item in the envelope or the card in the envelope with a picture, and they would grab random people that showed.
That's actually he does not mention that one in the forums, and I think
doesn't.
that is yeah. So
I thought he had one named after that.
he did mention it in that podcast that we both were listening
That's
to.
what it was. We were listening to that.
If you want to bring that up to people, I mean, I don't mind supporting other podcasts on the fucking show.
Yeah, I mean, so the podcast was a little all over the place, which when we were listening to it, we were kind of meh about it.
But there was some cool details.
There was some cool details in it. He had brought up a point of, like, one of the things he named after the program with the government was trying to weaponize people that had abilities where they were psychic. They could tell what someone was holding behind their back, or like a picture on a card in an envelope. What was that podcast called? That was like Court of Tobacco or something like that.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Do you have it in your history?
That's what I'm going to look up.
While you're doing that, let me reiterate that the sizes we did mention are now under the brand title Original Documents. And the original documents now comes in utilizes 3 different wrappers, all same sizes. And there's also the Original Documents Ultra, which has several different sizes. The rebranding has changed significantly.
Those are the ones with the foil on the outside, yeah?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. Never mind.
Yeah, I think the 888 had foil on the outside.
Yeah.
And I'd like to ask him what's the deal with the foil. What made him want to use that foil wrap?
Yeah, all the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
So
and if they have significance as well.
That podcast it was May 6th that they put it out. It's called Cigar Court.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the meaning of that is. But they had him on as a guest, and he kind of goes into little details. He doesn't really go around his backstory. He doesn't really. It was kind of an all over the place podcast, but it had some really good information and some little tidbits of knowledge in it. Yeah. And there was a point in time where he was talking about little conspiracies and things that he would name his cigars after. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
and I mean, there's so I'm not going to be able to get to it, but he's got a lot more cigars, and that I wanted to touch on, but I didn't have time to jot down all of my research and have it in front of me here. So again, if you guys dug this so far,
I'd like to get him on.
I'd like to get him on, and if you'd like us to do more information and everything, more of a deep dive, let us know. Give us a shout. Holler at us, baby. I also wanted to mention too, so all these Vitolas originally were a Corojo wrapped Nicaraguan Puro. Eventually, they did receive a Candela. Something I love about Dion is he puts Candela on a few things, and I love Candela.
Oh yeah, Holy Lands.
Mm-hmm. The Holy Lands Candela is fantastic. The CG4 Candela is fantastic. A lot of these Candelas, and so I did want to mention that the like Holy Lance, the 88 and the 888 received Candela wrappers around like 2010 and a 2011. These Vitolas also ended up receiving a Maduro wrapper. I'm not totally sure if they're all Mexican San Andres, maybe, but they all ended up coming out around 2011 and 2012. And then once they became original documents, he started utilizing a Habano wrapper. And that debuted around 2022, and that utilizes AJ Fernandez tobacco.
That's a tasty Habano wrapper.
Yeah. You know.
I fucking love Habanos.
So you can find these in different wrappers now. And they're, I mean, Illusione, still a great brand today. fantastic stuff. I highly recommend trying them, smoking them.
Oh yeah, I mean this black and tan, like going to what we're smoking here briefly. I mean, it's definitely unique. Like, I mean, so there was this weird umami note to it. There's weird,
it
like,
kind of tasted like mushroomy to me.
yeah, it was like I put earthy umami like in my notepad here while we're talking, and the spice kind of like disappeared, like halfway through the cigar, just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And it just kind of fades out, and you get this. It was I typed the word brothy.
Yeah.
It almost was like a oily umami-ish broth.
You know what came to mind? What's that the pork broth that like Japan uses, or Korean?
Like tonkotsu.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
And it's like a real oily fill in the mouth. It was not a bad. It was like good. It was enjoyable.
No. And like it's gone away since, which was kind of depressing. At first, I was a little weirded out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God, I don't know how I feel about this. But as I kept smoking, I was like, I could smoke a cigar like that.
What you mainly getting now?
It doesn't sound appealing. But it's like it's wet wood, like cedar. Like the thing that I think about is when you're done with like a popsicle, like the popsicle stick. It's kind of what it tastes like. It's like it kind of reminds me of how maybe not as refined, but that Davidoff Royal release,
Royale, yeah,
the blue label, that was very just cedary.
Yeah,
and that's what this kind of, it's like a wet earth cedar kind of note. But I kind of miss that umami.
Yeah,
like
same.
that brothy note. I thought it was weird at first, but I kind of wish that would have been the rest of the cigar.
Yeah, if that was throughout the rest of this thing would be. Yeah,
fucking good. Definitely worth smoking, because it is it's amazing. Like we were just talking about the blends earlier. It's amazing how fucking unique this is. And then you read the blend and you're like, that's a pretty straightforward fucking blend.
This blend, this one's undisclosed. But we know that it's Nicaraguan origin.
Well, yeah, but you were saying that he likes to
he loves to mainly use Nicaraguan and then tweak it a bit.
Oh, yeah, but like I don't think I've had a Nicaraguan Puro or Nicaraguan tobacco that gave me that umami note.
That kind of note like that, no.
It's very unique.
Yeah, I would hope that he discloses the blend at some point, because I'd love to know that.
I'll just reach out and ask him. Yeah,
true that. I mean, that's that umami note and that brothy note. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I did not know that was a flavor that I really liked on a cigar.
So, I basically ran through a lot of my research here. Do you have anything you want to add, baby?
No, you fucking killed it. You asked me earlier what research I did. I had 4 tabs brought up, including the cigar aficionado. Yeah. So I had like a little half wheel interview that they did with him. I think it's called Portrait of Dion. I had that. I had the cigar aficionado, which we didn't go through the whole cigar aficionado because you can agree with this, I'm assuming. Like, you really should read it.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
And I kind of wish Cigar Aficionado did this for more people. And they probably do, but they're not as... Maybe it's just because Dion's such an interesting person that this article just really popped better.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's just a really well-written article, and it has all the weird conspiracy shit and whatever with the cigars, with Dion's knowledge of the cigar industry, and like it's perfectly balanced. Mm-hmm. And it's a little bit of the weird and zany and the technical and the fun side of things and the business side of things. Yeah. So we didn't really want to go.
And it even touches on Dion's personality from an outside's perspective in some ways too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we didn't want to read the whole fucking article to you. I honestly think you need to go check it out.
Go peep it out. We'll post a link to it in the description of everything.
But like, other than that, I mean, you covered fucking...
And I could have covered more. So this is the thing about Illusione, man. It's such a fucking dope brand.
It's multifaceted. I mean, it's like a fucking conspiracy. Somebody fucking... there's some people conspired to make this shit as crazy as it is. You know what I'm saying? yeah.
And it's all probably a bunch of voices in Dion's head.
Which is fine. I mean, if you have voices in your head, sometimes listen to them. It's probably good for you. Like, when we tell you to fucking like, follow, subscribe, listen, contribute...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way motherfuckers don't show up and put guns in their mouths and shit.
Yeah, this is your fault, really. So, like, you know, let's prevent any more hostility and just fucking listen to us. We're the voices in your head, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm deep in your head.
Gurkha.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us, Gurkha.
Please sponsor us.
And anyone that knows anyone in Gurkha, tell them to sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
You should sponsor us too. I don't know who you are, who's listening right now. Sponsor us. Send us some Gurkhas. and
no, don't send me Gurkha. Just send me the swag. Don't send blankets or water. Just send me your cash.
Yeah, just send it. That's fine. That's
George Bush when Haiti fucking had that earthquake. And George Bush and what's fuckface silly nuts, Bill Clinton, they were teaming together to fucking get donations for Haiti, and people kept sending blankets and water, and you know, because both them guys are fucking crooks. This can tie into Illusione being conspiracy shit. But yeah, both of them are crooks, and then George Bush is like straight up on TV, like, don't send your blankets or water, just send your cash.
With that shit-eating grin he always had.
Yup. That fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean, see, so Dion's not even here, and we're already getting into that.
Yeah.
If he was here, I just want to talk about
conspiracy shit, man. I don't know, if he hears this and some of the shit we've said, he might be like, fuck them guys.
If you know Dion, please share this with him.
Yeah.
Please reach out to him and say, hey, you really gotta talk to these guys. They fucking love you.
Check these morons out. Shit. Well, anyway.
We're the voices in your head.
Yep.
Telling you, don't forget to fuck yourself.
Peace.
Peace.